Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars, Hancock Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Temple Owls taking on the winners of 7 straight, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Jaguars will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Temple Owls offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse, too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
First down for the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He wants to pass it on second down. Got his man on the outside. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Owls will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got it down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in there. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Now the play fake. Looking for a deep man. Snags it inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls!
Number 29.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
So South Alabama's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Offense gets set for second down. Fires to the big fella. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. Right back to the well. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Toppin. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. The Jaguars trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's got it! Touchdown, Jaguars!
Never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You can tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing.
And that defense gets... He goes at the 9.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now they'll run the draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Temple. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And the Jaguars decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is made, but there is laundry on the deck, so we might be having a do-over. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. He'll try the left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to get to it. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Running behind that left side. Crosses the 30. He's got away. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's right on target. Touchdown, South Alabama! What a catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And the quarterback knew that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Temple lining up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
It might be a good thing that he sailed that one and wasn't accurate, because obviously two defenders double-teaming the wide receiver, not letting him get open. And the quarterback, I mean, it was a good miss. As an OC, I'm going, all right, that's a good miss.
He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Toppin.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Jaguars racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to pass. And it's caught! Touchdown, Jaguars!
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he made the extra point without problem.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got really quickly. They need to put something.
Going up top on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
He's got his man. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you in the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Jaguars getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He'll pull it down and run. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. They're working that left side. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Trying to barge in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, South Alabama! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down, using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Jaguars! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Balls and fired complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Jaguars will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Owls want to crank the tempo.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finds his tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
That's a first down for the offense.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
What a throw by the...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Alabama, 35. Temple.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tighter, so we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Still running at the 40. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, South Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Looking to move it through the air. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab at the 30. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Owls. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He lets one fly deep. Brings it in down the left side. Touchdown, Jaguars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right?
Fires one high and deep. Picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
He's back to throw on second down. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, South Alabama. And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking for a big play. Snags it down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got a man. It's Durham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Temple looking for a touchdown from the red zone. To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in.
He's got it in the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W in the locker room.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Got his man quickly. On the move at the 30. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to continue taking shots.
Touchdown, Jaguars! And the stomping has commenced. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Now on first down from the 28. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing works.
Catch inside the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Owls.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
63, Temple.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. It's a draw. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't